In today's video, I'm going to show you how to get from loop to finished song in less than 5 minutes. Let's dive in. Alright then, quickly before we start, for those of you who haven't already downloaded the free PDF workbook that comes along with this tutorial, there's a link for that in the description. Bundled in with the workbook, you'll be able to download this very Ableton project that I'm working on now, and for the non-Ableton users I've included the audio stems so you can follow along in whichever DAW you use. So go and download that first, the link's in the description, totally free, it's just there so you can reference back anytime without having the video and you can read through and grab all the extra freebies as well. There's a bunch of extra stuff in there, but let's get into it. Okay, so the objective of this video is to teach you the fastest way to consistently finish your songs from your loops by sticking to a few simple rules and a basic structure for an arrangement. If you check out page 6 in the free workbook, I've actually put in a checklist of ideal layers that you could have in your track to get the most out of this arrangement technique. We've got a kick drum, open hi-hat clap, percussion hits, we've got 3 drum loops, 2 drum fills, some effects hits, a bass, we've got a synth line underneath that, there's a string, and there's the main lead, a vocal loop, down sweep, up riser, and up riser 2. So your loop that you've built yourself might look slightly different. It might have more layers or less layers, and that's totally fine. So the amount of instruments and channels is going to vary from track to track and depending on the genre. So just use the checklist as a guideline just to make sure that you have the key ingredients to a full song. For this track that I've built here, I've stuck to the list as close as possible, just so we get a nice clear demonstration. And if you want to follow along, then of course grab the Ableton project or the stems and you can follow along exactly what I do. So let's just play the loop that I've made real quick so you can see what's going on. Okay, so you can hear there that we've got all the main parts, so let's get into the arrangement now, and in less than 5 minutes I'm going to turn this loop into a fully arranged song and show you the exact steps so you can do it too every single time you write a track. Okay, so we're ready to start our loop to song 5-minute mission. I'm going to be moving pretty fast in this video, so try and keep up, but if you want it broken down detail by detail, step by step, then that's what the workbook's for, and you can go through it with the screenshots from this video and take it at your own pace if you like while you're getting used to this new process. But just to prove to you how easy it is for you to finish your song in less than 5 minutes, I'm going to do it here for you on camera. None of this is going to be sped up, this will be in real time, and as you'll see, once I've carved out the intro, I'm going to push play so you can see that it's running in real time and the play marker is going to be chasing me through the arrangement, so I better get a move on. 5 minutes on the clock, no pressure at all. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Right, so I'm going to grab this 16 bar section and I'm going to duplicate this across the timeline all the way up to about 6.5 minutes. Oh, one too many. Right, delete that. Yep, 6.5. Right, zoom out quick, back to the start. Let's think about this logically. First loop, we don't want any bass, we don't want any instruments, you don't want the string, main leads, vocals can all go. Don't need all these risers and down sweeps and things as well on the first loop. Second loop, we probably don't want the vocals either, they can go. Main lead definitely can go, all these strings and bass. Yeah, that drum loop there I was only planning on using in the breakdown, so let's get rid of that. That drum loop also can come in 16 and this one can come in an 8. 33 bars now where the bass would normally come in about a minute, so let's get rid of the leads and strings and instruments again. Okay, so I'm just going to carve out some space for the breakdown here so we can see where our goalposts are. Let's put that drum loop back in, put it back slightly so it starts 8 bars into the breakdown, that should do it. Okay, and back over to this section, let's move the string back so everything's getting introduced nicely. Let's remove that vocal loop as well, so that's going to be a builder over on bar 65. Yeah, let's remove some of these risers and some other sounds. Okay, we're looking good. That's the intro in the first couple of sections carved out. So let's push play then and see if we can race the play marker to the end of the track. Let's go. Okay, first few sections are looking good now. So I'm going to jump over to this main lead. I'm going to start chopping out a few bits just so we can introduce it bit by bit and not give away the whole riff before we get to it. But I'm just going to take out some random sections here. So every couple of bars, we've just got a few hits just dropping in. So it's going to introduce it nicely. Let's try about there. Try about there. This doesn't have to be perfect yet. Just get the space filled and just get a rough idea how it's going to go. That bit's looking good, so I'm just going to copy and paste it across up to the breakdown. Okay, I'm just going to introduce this synth a little bit earlier as well. Let's take a look at the main drop then. Probably going to remove this focal loop for the first run. I'm going to put this open hat into the breakdown as well, so we've got a little bit more of a build up. String as well, that can come in second half. Let's put our ARP instrument back in as well, just for a nice layer. Okay, I'm just going to add a little 1 bar gap just before the main drop, just to give it a bit more impact when it comes in. Let's remove that string, pull our ARP instrument back a little bit as well. Yeah, our stabs that we cut out earlier are working really nice with the vocals over there. That way we're not giving away the main lead too early, but it's still introducing it kind of nicely. Okay, no time to mess about though, let's get back into it. But now we know that section works, over here what we want to do really, after the main drop has had a couple of runs, we want to kind of turn the track symmetrical to build back down again. So let's just take this loop, just copy and paste that over to there. We'll do the same with the loop before that as well, that can go after it. And then you'll see a shape start to form. It's a symmetrical pattern and it's building back down the same way that it built up in the first place. Okay, so let's copy our last section into place for the outro. Move the drum loop back so it's symmetrical. Get rid of that vocal loop. And like some crazy voodoo magic, our arrangement is done with 1 minute to spare. That is your fully arranged song right there in less than 4 minutes. So let's have a quick listen through it and chill for the last few seconds. Yeah, drop works nice. There's the alarm for 5 minutes. I'm going to shut up for a second just so we can appreciate the rest of the track, and then we'll come back and do a couple of extra little bits. Now we've got our full arrangement, you can spend as little time or as much time as you want just finessing all your little drops, bits of automation, changing your effects and things like that, just to make everything nice and smooth. And then obviously make sure everything's leveled nicely, EQ'd properly, it's got all the effects on it that you want, and then you want to get to mixing and mastering. But there we go, in less than 5 minutes we managed to get our whole arrangement together from loop to full song. So no more excuses now, go and finish some tunes. Thanks for watching. Please drop us a like if this video's helped you out anyway, and consider subscribing to the channel. It really helps us out. Till next time, see you later.
So what are you waiting for? Check out anarchyaudioworks.com for their brand new selection of plugins and so much more besides. Anarchy Audio Works.